Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Laura, and today we're doing another Pick a Card Tarot and Oracle reading, and this time we are asking what makes you sexy, magnetic, irresistible. And there's two ways we can go about this reading. You can either ask generally, like to the general public, and tuning into your magneticism in general, or if you have someone specific in mind and you're curious as to how this particular person, what they think is sexy about you, then hold that person in mind as you select a group. But the whole point of this reading is to hype you up, and whatever it is that makes you magnetic and irresistible, that's the energy you really want to lean into. That's the part of yourself that you really want to lean into, because when you're leaning into what makes you attractive, you're not just attractive to people. That's also what makes you attractive to the universe, to the world. And that's what attracts opportunities and really interesting developments to you. So that was the whole point of making this reading. I'm glad you're here. And once you feel ready, take a look at all three groups on screen and select whichever one you feel most drawn to. We have group number 1 with the Dalmatian Jasper. I forgot the name of this for a second. Group number 2 with the Citrine. And group number 3 with the Rose Quartz. Once you've selected your group, you can skip ahead to your reading using the timestamps, or you can watch through. And I am accepting donations to the channel. All donations go back in the form of filming equipment, editing equipment, new decks, things like that, to really add your experience and your value here on this channel. So if you're wanting to donate, the information on how to do that is down below. I also am accepting personal readings. So if you want to get a personal one-on-one reading with me, which is 30 plus minutes long, the information on how to do that is down below, spiritpsychic.org. I'm also offering my Shamanic life transformation coaching sessions to about 2 more people right now. So if that's something that interests you, it's basically 3 months of hour-long weekly readings focusing on whatever questions and topics you have for that week. And you get daily email correspondence with me. So we just chat every single day about whatever is going on. And I'm just here as a general support and cheerleader for you, using shamanism and the ability to communicate back and forth between the physical and spiritual realm to help guide you in life. And I also offer 10 digital shamanic tools for you along that journey. It's 3 months, and the goal is to just utterly improve and transform your life. So if that interests you and it's in your budget and your time, I am looking for 2 more people at the time that I'm filming this. So go get that. My online tarot reading course is also up and posted. It's pre-recorded, online, learn at your own pace. So you can get started as soon as today if learning tarot and oracle and mediumship is something that interests you. I teach you how to read tarot like me, and I even give you the information you need to start your own spiritual business if it's something that you want to do professionally. And I offer my homemade intention oils as well, made to order with your magic in mind. So go check all those things out, spiritpsychic.org. The links are down below. Plus, I have a free ebook. If you want to learn how to read tarot, if you want a free tarot guide that you can download to your phone, tablet, anything like that. It's a full-blown book, guys. And as you do tarot readings for yourself, if you want to tune into a guide on the fly that I wrote, you can get that for free. Okay. So anyways, let's begin your reading now. Hello, group number 1, and welcome. Let's see what makes you sexy AF. Let me hype you up. And if you're asking about a specific person and what they find sexy and irresistible, magnetic about you, hold that person in mind. If you're just asking about the general public, that's okay too. You have the hawk spirit coming out. First off, you're very intelligent. And there's something here that's very magnetizing about you. You know, if you're ever outside and there's like a hawk flying by, I feel like everybody just naturally looks at it and gravitates towards it. Like, wow, look at that massive bird. Like, it's so majestic. There's something majestic about the way that you carry yourself, and rare. Now, hawks, depending on where you live, they're not necessarily rare, but like I said, there's something about like a big bird of prey that's everybody's just magnetized towards, because it's how they carry themselves. That's what I'm trying to explain. Your energy is big. The way that you carry yourself is just magnetic, because you carry yourself as this person of value and worth. Like, you are the one that decides what you're experiencing in your life, what stays, what goes. You carry yourself with a lot of authority, you know? I don't feel like there's going to be that many super young people who selected group number 1. You're somebody who has a lot of life experience, okay? Because this is not an energy that you just naturally possess as you come out the womb. This is something that's cultivated through constantly going through vigorous challenges in life, putting yourself out there, being friendly, etc., etc. You're very wise. And your self-confidence in particular, and not tolerating anyone's BS, not being the prey, makes you so attractive. So if you're dealing with anybody ever in life who tries to play games, your ability to be like, no, I'm not tolerating that. That's what makes you very attractive. You know, your lack of willingness to play into the drama and to let other people be the psychological manipulators. No, you're not doing that. We have All Tied Up, and we have Door to Romance. Okay. If you're asking about someone in particular, I just want to say this person 1000% fantasizes about literally tying you up, bondage, and, you know, the many things that may come from that. And you know what? It's one of those things. It's one of those things when you see somebody who is so confident, or somebody who really holds themselves with a lot of authority in life as a leader, as somebody who shows up with such, I don't know, like the energy that you possess for yourself. It really draws people in because they want to see your more vulnerable side. They want to see you and how you react in situations where perhaps you are at the mercy of others. Okay, this is getting really sexual. This is going in a very sexual direction. I think this is what makes you sexy, right? I think you attract people who like dominating, but a very specific form of domination where, I don't know, you could be like, they want you to be like a bratty sub. Like, no, I'm the one in charge here. And then they're the ones who, you know, puts you in your place or whatever, not in a toxic way, but in like a very, I don't know. And maybe you might like that as somebody who is a very strong, confident person, usually a leader, somebody who carries yourself, like very self-possessed individual. Perhaps it is very nice to let somebody else take the reins, take the lead here. And so you guys would do very well with somebody who possesses a lot of masculine energy. I think a lot of I don't know, you would do well with somebody else who is looking for a dynamic where they can exercise that sense of control. But you know, the funny thing is, you might attract people who, like, on the surface in their life may feel, oh, this could be a shadow side of you guys that I'm kind of picking up on here. You may have a history of attracting people who don't feel confident in the direction their life is taking. Like, maybe they're not feeling in control of their finances or their career or whatever, and then they're attracted to you because you represent somebody who is very in control of your life. And so on one hand, they want your energy to sort of rub off on them, but in another weird way, like, they kind of want to lead your relationship with them. So that way, they somehow, weirdly enough, feel more in control of their life. Does that make sense? Some of you guys may have a tendency to attract people like that. Pay attention to that, though, because sometimes that can be red flag in other people, not in you. All right, so just be aware of that. But what makes you really, really sexy, really attractive, and a lot of people are pulled into you, I can really tell that, group number 1, you have this inherent romance about you first and foremost. I think you're really charming and charismatic in the way that you speak to people. You come across as somebody who's not nervous. You're good at maintaining a conversation. You are very flirty. It's like you always keep this door of flirtation open with people, is what it seems like. Ooh, we have the venom. Oh my gosh. Yeah, some of you guys may have sharp wits, sarcasm, and sometimes a sting in what you say. Challenging people in like a very flirtatious way. Like you're the type of person where it's like, we can get into a really awesome debate, you know? And I don't know, that sort of tension really builds sexual energy very easily. So really interesting. All right, let's pull some tarot. I don't want this to be a terribly long reading. This is just a quick little boost to your ego, boost to your day. What makes you sexy? And maybe we can get some physical attributes from these cards. Let's just do 6. Okay. Page of Pentacles upright. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know why my mind is going to the legs. The Fool upright. You may have really nice leg muscles, or like if you have like thick thighs. Oh my God. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The World card in reverse. And the Queen of Cups upright. Yeah, you also carry a lot of emotional intelligence. You could be very creative. If you're creative, or the way that you dress is creative, or you have like a certain vibe about you, that's also extraordinarily attractive to a lot of people. You have this willingness to live your life to the fullest that people find attractive as well. And nostalgia, holding on to people, holding on to situations that you value, and trying to make things work no matter what is also a very sexy trait. But I don't know why I keep being drawn back to the way that you dress or your aesthetic. People find really pleasing. I'm also drawn into the mouth area with this teeth here with the Venom card coming out. You may have very like kissable lips, or the way that you speak, like I said, is very charming, pulls people in. But really, honestly, as corny and dumb as it sounds, your heart really is like the selling point for so many people, because you come across as somebody who has really strong boundaries. Like, you're not letting any old person in your life know, like, you know your worth, and that is like the most attractive thing that somebody can do, like hands down. I have met people in the past where it's like we would have worked out great as a couple, but like their lack of confidence was such a turn off. And it's like, when you have that confidence, it really does make all the difference. And if it's like you're letting people from the past just sort of walk all over you or use you, that is so unattractive. So I feel like, you know, your ability to recognize and acknowledge what is and is not worth your time, that becomes so attractive, because then that puts people into the chase, and they're like, oh, I want to be good enough for group number 1. I want to, like, because people view you as this like good person who has their life together, and people are just drawn into you for these reasons. And it's like, there's a lot of maturity there, and you're just a whole catch. Honestly, like, you are a whole catch, group number 1, and people want to sort of like be your person for that reason, because, oh, if somebody like group number 1 shows interest in me, then I must be a good person too. Like, I must have my life together too. Like I said, a lot of people are going to be attracted to you in this lifetime. A lot of people are going to try pursuing you. Your challenge, group number 1, is to pay attention and make sure that people aren't just pursuing you because they like need to fill their ego without actually taking care of your heart. Okay, so that would be my recommendation here. But I don't know why I'm also drawn to the arms for some reason. I don't know if you have like tiny arms. That's such a weird specific thing. Tiny arms, skinny arms. I don't understand that at all. Especially if you're a man, you're probably like, what the heck? Sorry. But no, there's something about your arms in general. I don't know if it's like your muscular definition, like you have like cut arms, or tattoos, or there's something about your arms that I'm feeling drawn to. So enjoy that. Such a weird reading. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, hype each other up in the comment section, spread some love today, and subscribe if you've not already. If you would love to leave a donation to the channel, it would go to good use right about now. So I really appreciate it. Information on how to do that is down below. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. What makes you sexy? Let's hype you up in this short reading and just see why you're so attractive. If you're asking about someone in particular, hold them in your mind and let's see why this person thinks that you are sexy. Okay, we have the swan spirit coming out. Okay, so emotionally, you are very sweet, kind, and the swan spirit is one of the most emotionally mature of the water animals here. So you carry a lot of emotional maturity. I'm wondering if any of you guys watching are mothers, or like you just take really good care of the people around you. And so I feel like a lot of healers and helpers and caregivers probably are selecting group number 2. And it's like, it really is just one of those situations where it doesn't even matter if you're the most conventionally unattractive person on the planet, group number 2, you are a 10 out of 10 because of your personality. And well, first off, let me just say, you probably are very attractive physically, but even if that physical appearance wasn't there, I really feel like your heart, your personality, the way you care for others, the way you love, your emotional availability, it is that by itself, you are an incredibly attractive person. And you may be one of the types of people where people just like cannot let you go. Like even your exes, people from your past, like they just cannot let you go because the way that you love better than anyone else on this planet. And you know that. I think you know that. Like you know what you give. We have the 4th chakra in reverse with Archangel Raphael and adjacent possibilities in reverse. Wow. If any of you are asking about a particular person and what they find sexy about you, and if this is a person that you have a history and a past with, I just want to say they cannot get you off of their mind. And I'm seeing an energy here of like, I can't stop thinking about group number 2. And specifically, they can't stop thinking about what their life would have looked like with you. And if this is somebody who is newer to your life, this person can't stop thinking about what life will look like with you. Okay, because I'm seeing people fantasize all the time about like what it would be like to be married to you. What would it be like to be your best friend? What would it be like to go on vacation with group number 2? How fun would it be if we did this with group number 2 and that with group number 2? A lot of people daydream about you. Okay. That's the thing about you. It's like your personality, your emotions, your heart, you're just so fulfilling to be around. I really feel that. So I feel really bad for all of your exes because this is an unforgettable, unconditional love that you offer. And let me tell you, in this world, most people, I would say, don't know how to love unconditionally. And you do. So it becomes very difficult to not have that. Actually, group number 2, one of your shadow sides about how sexy you are, you may have to deal with stalkers at some point in your life or people who like literally cannot let you go for these exact reasons. So be careful of that. We have the Destroyer coming out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. When people become your friend or they talk to you or even strangers, you can have one conversation with a stranger. You make people feel things that they are desperately like hungry for. And they didn't even realize they were hungry for it. And like group number 2, you got to be careful with your magneticism because I really do feel obsessive qualities around you. Like, for example, let's just say you're a waitress, right? And you have a regular, and it's just like some old man who comes in and gets food, whatever. And you just say really heartfelt, kind things to people sometimes. And maybe one day you're just like, I really appreciate you coming in here. I always love talking to you. Something like that may just be a normal Tuesday for you, a normal thing that you say because you just radiate this sunshine and this love. But that old man may have never heard that in his life, never had somebody show appreciation towards him. And like, that's the first time in his life he's ever heard something like that. And the way that makes him feel is so positive. Like, the way that you make people feel about themselves, it destroys what they think is normal in other relationships. It's like the way that you love and communicate is so good that other relationships that somebody may go on to have will never level up to what it feels like to be with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And for that reason, you may have a long list of people from your past, whether it's old friends, family, exes, lovers, who still to this day will think about you just every single day. I'm not joking. Group number 2, I really am picking up on quite a large amount of people who think about you way more than you realize. And you destroy people's very low standards and expectations when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, even in your own friends. Like, you tell people just by existing and loving the way that you love, you set new standards. There's a word for it in the polyamorous community, and I totally forget what it is. But there's a word for when you start dating a new partner, and that partner is so much, they treat you so much better. Like a bar raiser. You're a bar raiser. You raise the bar. You raise the bar. So it's like the people you date, the people you flirt with, they're so used to one sort of treatment from people in their life, and then you just completely raise the bar. That's what makes you so attractive. And then it's just like your physical qualities on top of that only just further amplifies that. So if you're a very physically attractive person, oh my God, I'm not even joking, you may have to deal with stalkers or people who are obsessed with you. We have the Empress. Yes. Okay, this is going to sound so weird. I'm picking up on somebody like fantasizing about impregnating you. And I'm not even joking. Even if you're a gay man, even if you are a gay man, there is no physiological way that that's possible. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I am seeing okay, I don't know why I'm thinking of like cream pies right now. Or like, this video is going to get demonetized, filling you up for some reason. It just popped into my mind. This person or people may fantasize about that. And you know what the funny thing is like, if you start dating someone, or if this person, for example, never wants family, never wants kids, there's something about your energy that like people just start fantasizing about that. So I am seeing that with the Empress for sure. And if you already are like a mother or a father, that only adds to the attraction, because it's like you're already this person who's naturally mature and probably more emotionally intelligent and, you know, responsible. You know, it adds to the allure of you. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups upright. Yeah, this is your masculine energy for sure. We have the 8 of Swords upright, 5 of Swords in reverse, and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. People may think that you work way too hard. I will say that. Like, you are so responsible. You give so much. You give your full heart. And I definitely feel like the people who love you and who are attracted to you, they definitely think that you deserve some time off. You deserve a vacation. And that's another thing that draws people into you. They think to themselves, I want to be the person that's, you know, rubs group number 2's feet. I want to be the person that takes group number 2 on a vacation. I want to be known as the person who took care of them, you know, who gave to them. You really stir up this desire in people. Like, I want to be the person who treats them right. And they probably think that, especially if you have a past where your willingness to give and nurture was used, it almost sets up this competitiveness in people where they're like, I want to be the one who treats group number 2 right. So Yeah. And also there's an energy about you where it's like, despite how sweet you are and how nice you are, you know, you're not soft. Like you have an edge to you as well. Like you've been through some stuff, and people can pick up on that toughness. And again, it only adds to the allure. So if you're asking about someone in particular, oh my God, this person, like I said, I've used the word obsessed multiple times in this reading. And a lot of people just, or this person, sort of fantasizes about having a family. Anybody from your past. Here's another thing. Sometimes a difficulty you may encounter is if you connect with somebody who isn't emotionally mature or at your level. It can cause them to act out in weird ways, like self-sabotaging connection because it's too perfect. If you have a history of people doing that, I just want to validate you. You're not crazy. Sometimes when you show up in relationships and you are literally picture perfect, 10 out of 10 attractive level, and everything that somebody wants, sometimes they, if they're insecure in themselves, can panic and reject the connection, and it doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever. And then you're left here like psychically being aware that this person is obsessed with you, but on the surface they're rejecting you. If you've ever dealt with anything like that, I just want to say I feel you, and you're not crazy. That is what's going on here. So another one of your challenges with how attractive and magnetic you are, group number 2, in addition to people obsessing, is not giving those types of people more time than they deserve. Because even if you can pick up on somebody being so attracted to you and can't stop thinking about you, if they can't show up and offer you that same energy in return, like, let go of them. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely like this video, hype each other up in the comment section, leave some positive vibes down there. I just want to have everyone leaving this reading feeling good. Okay. Subscribe if you've not already, and if you want to donate to the channel, it will go such a long way right now. The information on how to do that is down below. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome. What makes you sexy, either in general or to a specific person? If you're asking about a specific person, hold them in your mind at this time. What makes you sexy? Okay, you have 2 cards coming out. You have Peacock and the Nightingale. So number 1, physically, y'all, physically, you may be so ridiculously attractive, especially when it comes to your self-expression. You may have a very exotic sort of appearance and look that does, like, you're definitely not like girl next door. You are somebody who has a very distinct appearance, a very distinct personality that you show through that appearance. And it's like, you know how to dress your body and adorn yourself in a way that like shows your personality. I feel like a lot of you guys, you have very expressive ways of presenting to the world. And like, you really have found your true beauty mark, like your signature look, you know? So I'm seeing that you may have a signature look that really works for you. And I don't know why the word exotic is coming out. So I love that. And then with the Nightingale here, I also feel like there's something about your voice and the words that you choose to use, or if you have an accent, or if you speak multiple languages, or if you're a good singer. There's something here about your voice that is very appealing as well. Maybe it's even just your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the world and how you express yourself in general. Like, your self-expression is so attractive. I'm also seeing if any of you wear makeup or do your hair or are really into fashion, that's, oh my God. Or like, even if you have a very specific way of decorating, that's, oh my gosh, it really draws people in. We have the threshold here. There's something here about pushing the boundaries. I'm seeing art. I'm seeing a lot of art. Pushing the boundaries. Like, let's talk about things that really push society in a progressive direction. Let's push the boundaries of what is deemed acceptable by society. You may walk the line of what's appropriate versus, oh, that's too much, you know? And it's like, you embody it. You know, you kind of give off celebrity energy, because celebrities do this all the time. You know, they push the boundaries of what's acceptable fashion-wise. And like they really know themselves. They know what looks good on them. And you're giving off kind of celebrity energy. And I am wondering if any of you are in the public eye in any way, or you have like a public standing for your career or something. We have walking away, and we have the 4th chakra with Archangel Raphael. This is the heart chakra. So, ooh, you're a heartbreaker. I can tell, group number 3, you break hearts. Oh my gosh. I think when you are physically with someone, you really give them your fullest attention. And you may be the type of person where it's like when you're sitting down at a dinner, you're not checking your phone. When you're hanging out with a friend, you're very present with them. You really enjoy your quality time, and just pour into the people that you're physically present with. And people feel so nurtured when they are with you. But that's the thing. It could be like the second they leave, you know, it's so hard to get a hold of you. Or that's another thing. Like, you may live a very fulfilling life and you're always doing something, which means you're not a slave to your phone. And so you're just always doing something interesting. And let me tell you, when you appreciate your life like that, and you're always doing something interesting, and you're not the type of person to just wait around by the phone and like, oh, are they gonna text me back? And like, when you're not in that chasing energy and you're just really genuinely living your best life, let me tell you, it makes you so attractive, not even just in a physical sense, like, or a romantic sense, but attractive to the universe. Okay. I keep coming back to social media. I am wondering if any of you have a social media following, and it's like you post your adventures there, and it makes people fantasize like, oh my God, like I wish I was there. I wish they invited me. Like, a lot of people want to be a part of your life, a part of your circle is what I'm seeing. Yeah. And if this is a specific person you're asking about, I don't want to accuse you of playing hot and cold games, group number 3, but sometimes you may accidentally trigger that sort of fear of abandonment in people because you just, like I said, you are very present, and you might not necessarily be a slave to your phone. It's like, well, when we have plans to meet up in person, I'll give you the fullest of my attention, but I can't necessarily promise that I'm going to text back within 3 minutes every single time. We have the 10 of Pentacles upright. We have the 3 of Swords upright. I told you, you're a heartbreaker. We have the World upright. Yeah, a lot of you guys may also travel. I'm just seeing like doing cool things with your life. We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, the 9 of Cups upright, and the 7 of Wands upright. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of visions here. A lot of you are into self-care. You could be into being healthy. Not all of you, but a lot of you work out, or like you try to eat healthy or meditate, into spirituality for sure. I'm also seeing, like I said, adventure, doing your own thing. You just have a lot of cool things going on in life, a lot of hobbies. I feel like a lot of you are artists or having a public standing, and it's like you're always doing something interesting, and people want to be a part of that life that you're cultivating, right? If you want to lean into your attractiveness more, your sexiness more, what I would recommend, honestly, is like you may want to consider really like vlogging or sharing more of your very interesting life on social media and sort of cultivating an audience. I really see that that may be something that's fulfilling for a lot of you. But your problem though may be, like we said, like when you're in person with people, you don't pull out your phone, you don't do those things. Now I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh yeah, start pulling out your phone and start filming everything. But like from an artistic lens, like if you want to take some photos, some cool videos, sometimes if you do it right, it can actually make you more presently involved in life, and you know, it can trigger some ideas for things that you want to do. And you can make it a cool, fun activity to do with people too. Like, oh, let's go on a walk and take photos or videos. You know what I mean? So I don't know, leaning into that artistic expression and sharing a little bit more of your day and your world with people, I think could go a long way. And that's also a very attractive thing, you know, like, for example, if you're dating someone, if you're talking to somebody new, it's like just sending them little pictures once a day of like what cool, interesting thing is going on in your life. Oh my God, it can keep the attraction going so hard. that is so sexy. Like being somebody who has an actual life. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you've ever dated somebody who doesn't have friends or hobbies, but it's not attractive. And the fact that you have that going for yourself is really attractive. So people really are interested in what you're doing next, because like we said, you push the boundaries of society at large and what's considered cool. And I feel like you are a trendsetter in that regard. Like, you're not afraid of being yourself and being seen, and a lot of people really need that and want that and just want to be around that more. So literally just keep doing what you're doing, because you're awesome. Group number 3. And if you're asking about someone in particular, oh my God, you're driving this person a little crazy. I'm not going to lie, because I'm going to be honest with you. You may be a little bit inconsistent in answering them or talking to them. There could be some heartbreak there, especially if they wanted something serious with you, or wanting to settle down with you, a family with you, what have you. But yeah, you're definitely protecting your peace and focusing on your own happiness. And that's always the most attractive thing that you can do. If any of you guys watching are not over an ex, by the way, not over somebody from your past and you're feeling heartbroken over that, I gotta say, the most satisfying way to get over heartbreaks is to know that as you focus on yourself and your own happiness and you do cool things, almost guaranteed 100% of the time, your ex is going to start missing you and feeling jealous. So if that's the motivation you need to do your own thing and to have that self-love, then let that be your motivation, because you are sexiest when you're walking away. Okay. And that just led me to, a lot of you guys look really good from the back too, which is always a bonus as well. You may have that booty or a really nice muscular back. Oh my God. So there's a lot here. And actually, the peacock, they have them tail feathers. I'm just saying, some of you guys may be blessed in your assets. So thank you so much for joining me, group number 3. Now I just keep thinking about butts, so I'm gonna let you go. Definitely like this video. Hype each other up in the comments section, spread some love, some positive vibes, and subscribe if you've not already. If you want to leave a donation to the channel, especially since group number 2 may have me demonetize this video, feel free to do that. It'll go a really long way right now, and the information on how to do that is down below. Thank you guys. Bye.